We are here today watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I am so very excited to watch this with all of you. It's going to be so much fun. Now, I'm going to talk for a little bit here. I'm going to give you a little blurb if you don't want to hear me, but I have seen episodes before, and I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about stuff that I've seen, my childhood with the show, just so you all are aware. So starting now. Oh, hi. This is my experience with Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I watched this when I was 10 years old. I saw a bit of season 1. Season 2 got really iffy. And then season 3 got even iffier because I was already 12 years old. I was out babysitting other people's kids. I was doing extra activities. I was out of my little Catholic school. I was living life to the fullest. I wasn't watching as much television. And on top of that, for some of you who may or may not have been even alive at that time, there was also the writer's strike, the notorious writer's strike, 2007-2008, where things were just completely standstill on television. Nobody was writing anything, kind of similar to what was going on now, but the writers are back, which is awesome. But yes, so the show had a 9-month hiatus where I completely stopped watching. I never finished Avatar because I had no idea that it came back because I was a busy bee. So I had no idea until I was babysitting the kids, and they're like, hey, I'm gonna watch Avatar, and I was like, you're doing what now? No idea it came back. So I never finished it. So there's a lot of season 1 that I've seen bits and pieces of, a lot of episodes. Granted, I was playing my Game Boy as a kid, so I wasn't really paying attention, nor have I touched a lot of these episodes in about 10 years. Granted, on my Patreon page, I did do a rewatch of them about 3-4 years ago. So just keep that in mind if you want to see my very first re-reaction to them. It is available on my Patreon page as well, so you could do that, which would be super awesome. Love you. But yes, so there's going to be points where I definitely remember things and remember characters, and I may laugh suddenly and be like, oh, it's this. Now, granted, I don't remember everything. This is still going to be fun because we have adult vision, and we're going to have a very different opinion of this show, especially as someone for me who has watched Korra and loved Korra and seen Korra from start to finish. It's going to be interesting going back and watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I have less knowledge of. But it's going to be very fun because I have a husband who really loves Avatar, and I have a best friend who really loves Avatar. So everybody's very excited for me to watch this. But I just want to make sure you guys know, because I don't want to lie or deceive you all. I have seen parts of this show before. So if it seems like I'm disengaged or something weird is going on, and so I may accidentally say something, I'm going to try not to do any spoilers that I know. But just keep that in mind that is entirely possible. Hi, we're back. So I am very excited to watch this with you all. It's going to be a very fun time. Now keep in mind, I did try to re-watch Avatar about 4 or 5 years ago. Copyright was terrible, so I stopped it. So we're going back in again with very fresh eyes, much more adult eyes. It's going to be very fun. And of course, guys, if you want to see my reactions early, we're going to be 2 episodes ahead over on my Patreon page. Link down in the description below. You can click that link, get access over there to see the full reaction and see it before anybody else. It also really does help me and the channel grow. And of course, if enough of you guys go over there and you are demanding more Avatar, maybe we can bump Avatar up to not only just Tuesdays, but maybe we can find another day to watch more Avatar. But that's only if you guys truly deeply want it. So let me know. Comment, leave those likes, all that stuff. But guys, without further ado, let's get started.
Water. A time of peace, when the Avatar kept balance between the Water Tribes, Earth Kingdom, Fire Nation, and Air Nomads.
Wouldn't it be nice if we had an Avatar?
I am Taylor Swift, master of all 4 elements.
Oh no.
But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years have passed, and the Fire Nation is nearing victory in the war.
Oh.
2 years ago, my father and the men of my tribe journeyed to the Earth Kingdom to help fight against the Fire Nation, leaving me and my brother to look after our tribe.
That's such a sad shot.
Some people believe that the Avatar was never reborn into the Air Nomads, and that the cycle is broken.
Oh.
The Avatar will return to save the world.
Wait, but why? But he is. I mean, the show is literally called Avatar: The Last Airbender. What was the call too late? Sorry, we're faxing the memo to get the Avatar out. fax it forward. We need them. You know, the dial-up internet's going. It's gonna be years before we get the avatar back. Like the sloth in Zootopia.
It's not getting away from me this time. Watch and learn, Katara. This is how you catch a fish.
She suffers.
Sokka, look!
Shh, Katara.
She did it! Honey, that's so cool.
Hey!
Why is it that every time you play with magic water, I get soaked?
It's not magic, it's water bending. And it's...
Yeah, an ancient art unique to our culture, blah, blah, blah.
Take that back.
Look, I'm just saying that if I had weird powers, I'd keep my weirdness to myself.
You're calling me weird? I'm not the one who makes muscles at myself every time I see my reflection in the water.
Oh. Look, he's a young lad. Let him look at himself. Let him boost actually, maybe don't let him boost that ego. Seems like he has enough of it.
Go left!
Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm so glad I don't have to survive in any of the wilderness. I would die.
I knew I should have left you home. Leave it to a girl to screw things up.
Excuse you? Why is Sokka such an asshole? I don't remember him being such a jerk. I remember him being funny, but he's just being like a real jerk here. Like, if that was my brother, like, I think I would have pushed him a long time ago and then got back home and like, don't know where brother went, mom. Like, darn. Oops.
You are the most sexist, immature, nut-brained... I'm embarrassed to be related to you!
Yeah, girl. Oh, wait, honey, wait.
From now on, you're on!
Oh, no. Wow, you have really messed this up. But girl, good for you. He deserved that. He sounds like a gross, nasty boy. He deserves to be told off. Oh, wait, I never realized that he's not alone in there. Oh, that's so interesting.
We have to help!
Katara, get back here. We don't know what that thing is.
Girl, look, I understand being adventurous. Go get it. What's the worst that could happen? You know, what could happen? Oh boy.
Who could have predicted this?
Uncle, do you realize what this means?
I won't get to finish my game.
It means my search. It's about to come to an end.
Why don't you enjoy a cup of calming jasmine tea?
I don't need any calming tea. I need to capture the avatar.
Seems like you do need some calming tea. Maybe you should listen to him.
Stop.
Oh.
Hi. Hello. Wake up. Yeah. Wake up. I said wake up!
I need to ask you something. Come closer.
Oh,
What is it?
Angel.
Will you go penguin sledding with me? Sure. I guess.
Why would you just agree to something you don't know what it is?
Appa!
I did not remember that Appa is just here at the start. I thought we find Appa later. I legitimately do not remember Appa being here at the start.
This is Appa, my flying bison.
Right, and this is Katara, my flying sister.
So, do you guys live around here?
Don't answer that. Did you see that crazy bolt of light? He was probably trying to signal the Fire Navy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's a spy for the Fire Navy. You can tell by that evil look in his eye. The paranoid one is my brother. So
He's a cute little baby. All right, the show does an incredible job of having Aang be this very charismatic, fun, goofball right out of the back. Like, that little smile just tells you everything that you, like, sincerely need to know about this character. That he is a carefree, goofy kid. And it's so perfectly infectious to who he is, and it instantly does make you want to trust him. Like, I know I was getting on like Katara's case about like, oh, like maybe let's not trust him right off the bat, but it's hard not to. Like, his character is just so charismatic and fun that it's hard to say no to him and resist. It's like, okay, sure, like, let's go do that. Where it really seems like it's kind of like so easy to enjoy this character, and maybe he really doesn't understand the consequences of what he's doing, and it kind of shows that maybe he has had like a more sheltered lifestyle, aside from the fact that he's been trapped in ice for like 100 years. Okay. Nice to meet you.
You just sneezed and flew 10 feet in the air.
Really? It felt higher than that. You're an airbender. Sure am.
I'm going home to where stuff makes sense.
Yeah, how you gonna do that, bud? Kind of destroyed your boat.
Oh, come on, Abba. Yip, yip.
I mean, if Appa can be in boat mode, let him just be in boat mode. I don't think there's anything wrong.
Prince Zuko, you need some sleep. Even if you're right, and the Avatar is alive, you won't find him. Your father, grandfather, and great-grandfather all tried and failed.
Because their honor didn't hinge on the Avatar's capture. Mine does.
Oh, okay. I guess good luck with that.
Hey. Hey. What you thinking about? I guess I was wondering. You're being an airbender and all?
I love this, like, it's a xylophone, isn't it? This xylophone playing is very beautiful.
If you had any idea what happened to the Avatar. I didn't know him. I mean, I knew people that knew him. But I didn't. Sorry. Okay, just curious. Good night. Sleep tight.
Did you just lie to her? Boy, if you had a mama to go tell, I'd go tell your mama on you. How dare you?
A few moments later.
Is it wrong that I feel like worse for Appa than I do for Aang in this scene? Is that bad of me?
Hey, wake up!
Ooh. I mean, didn't you see those markings yesterday? Why are you so like about them today? You could see them on his hands and his forehead.
Well, no one has seen an airbender in 100 years. We thought they were extinct until my granddaughter and grandson found you.
Oh.
Extinct? Eh? This is my grandmother.
Call me Gran-Gran.
Gran!
You can't stab anything with this.
It's not for stabbing. It's for airbending.
That was sick, just a little.
Magic trick. Do it again.
Yo, that's so sick. Could you imagine just being like, I'm gonna go fly now and just whoosh? That would be so fun. Just imagine the freedom you would feel. Be sick. I love that.
No more playing. Come on, Katara, you have chores.
Oh, okay.
I told you he's the real thing, Gran. I finally found a bender to teach me.
Katara,
Aww.
try not to put all your hopes in this boy.
But he's special. I can tell. I sense he's filled with much wisdom. See?
Oh, honey, maybe let's not put all your eggs in that basket. Also, isn't the different bending different? Like, I feel like it would manipulate differently, that I don't think someone else knowing airbending would probably be able to teach you water bending. I just don't think that's quite how that would work.
I've been drilling the sequence all day. Teach me the next set. I'm more than ready.
No, you are impatient. You have yet to master your basics. Drill it again!
The sages tell us that the Avatar is the last Airbender. He must be over 100 years old by now.
Oh.
He's had a century to master the 4 elements. I'll need more than basic firebending to defeat him.
So why do they think he's the last Airbender exactly? Like, what happened? Because he was like in a storm. So like, were they being attacked or something?
We fight to the last man standing. For without courage, how can we call ourselves men?
Oh.
I gotta pee.
Listen, until your fathers return from the war, they're counting on you to be the man of this tribe.
Oh, that's why there's no male adults. I was wondering, I was kind of looking at that crowd and I was like, why does it seem like it's only women? I understand now. Oh, that's so sad.
Wow, everything freezes in there.
Oh, that's so dumb, and I wish I did not just laugh at that. I'm actually like legitimately mad at myself for laughing at that. I'm curious to see how many of like the very kid jokes I'm gonna end up laughing at, because I should not have laughed at that like frozen pea joke. That just it's funny, but I shouldn't have laughed at it. I should not have laughed at that. So I questioned myself a bit. Am I really an adult?
Now, what's wrong with you? We don't have time for fun and games with the war going on.
What war? What are you talking about?
You're kidding, right?
Penguin!
Oh, okay.
He's kidding, right?
No, even though he does seem like a jokester, he is not joking.
Hey, I'll help you catch a penguin if
Honey,
you teach me
don't
water
laugh
bending.
at him. Don't encourage
You got
him.
a deal. I'm an airbender, not a waterbender. Isn't there someone in your tribe who can teach you?
No, you're looking at the only waterbender in the whole South Pole.
Wow.
This isn't right. A waterbender needs to master water.
Just bad genetics here?
Abba and I can personally fly you to the North Pole.
Oh gosh.
Katara, we're gonna find you a master.
I don't know. I've never left home before.
Yeah, girl, you can't just run away with some boy you do not know. Like, do not do that. Like, you need to think this through. Go talk to Gran before you make any decision and get any fantastical ideas in that little brain of yours.
I haven't done this since I was a kid. You still are a kid.
True. That's such a good point. I like that he said that too.
Whoa. What is that?
Oh.
A Fire Navy ship, and a very bad memory for my people.
Oh no. Oh no.
Aang, stop! We're not allowed to go near it. The ship could be booby-trapped.
If you want to be a bender, you have to let go of fear.
I think having some fear is a good thing. Something to keep, you preserving your life and aliveness is probably a good thing. Like, Katara, I need you to think. I know you're a child, but I need you to think rationally.
This ship has haunted my tribe since Gran was a little girl. It was part of the Fire Nation's first attacks.
Oh.
How long were you in that iceberg? I don't know, a few days maybe?
I think it was more like 100 years.
What?
Ooh.
That's impossible. Do I look like a 112-year-old man to you?
That would be really terrifying to fall like coma patients to fall asleep for any amount of time and time just has passed. That'd be scary.
100 years. I can't believe it.
I'm sorry, Aang. Maybe somehow there's a bright side to all this.
I did get to meet you.
Aww, that's so cute.
Huh? What's that you said about booby traps?
I love the music in this show. It is very well done, and you can very much tell that it was made for this. like just the pacing of things where it's and then it like picks up when something's happening to have those more like intense moments. You can just tell how handcrafted this music was orchestrated for this show, and I love that. And I don't feel like enough shows have that like polish that I can tell that this music was meant for this show and was crafted for this scene and everything we have going on. This was so well done, and it really just adds to the environment and kind of the intensity and really helps set the mood well. So I am already blown away by that fact. Oh no. That's not good. Okay. Well, at least we're out, but we shot a flare. Oh, and someone's watching us.
The last airbender.
Oh no.
Quite agile for his old age. I found the Avatar.
That's so bad.
As well as his hiding place.
Oh, we really messed up. Like, bad. Okay, so that was episode 1. We're going to talk a little bit about that and then move on to episode 2. So we have our 2 main protagonists of Katara and Sokka, brother and sister, who are just trying to survive here at the North Pole. And they've been ravaged by war. Things are not great. It seems like the Fire Nation has really done a number and that they're still fighting off the Fire Nation, and that's why all the men are gone from the tribe. It seems like Sokka was in that in-between period where he's not quite a man yet to go fight in war, so he was kind of left behind, which I wonder if we get into that and talk about it, because I bet that was a really hard time to not be allowed to go and help protect your home. And just how much of a struggle that's been. Granted, maybe the characters never thought of it, but I'm gonna guess that probably is like a bothersome trait for him, because it's a sense of, you know, pride for your home. So it'll be interesting. And so then we have Katara, who seems to try to be our mother, who that we don't have, because all we have is Gran. Which, granted, Gran seems awesome. I like Gran. She seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders, a sensible old lass. So I kind of hope we get to see maybe a little bit more of Gran, because I kind of like her. A good, smart old lady. And then, yeah, so Katara is then also the only waterbender at this tribe, which is funny because we also have the last airbender as well, which then we focus to Aang when we accidentally free him, which, wow, like, I think that's just like a good thing to remember. Like, you know what, maybe I should not have a temper tantrum. Like, maybe I should just simmer down, because, you know, I could just unleash the Avatar upon the world. Like, if I was Katara, I would never forget that. I'd be like, wow, I need to keep my anger in check, because, oh boy. Oh boy, indeed. But it's cool. So she's been trying to learn waterbending on her own, and now we end up with a airbender who, as we kind of learn, bending is different. I kind of figured that much, but bending is different depending on the element that you are bending. I'm gonna guess there's even different facets between bending and how they are performed. Probably relatively all the same, but I would kind of assume it's like a what like a panini maker versus like a toaster. They both like get plugged into the same source, but they both will cook your food differently. Maybe Panini the maker was wrong, but generally that kind of thought is my guess. Or maybe everybody kind of does it the same way. It kind of makes me think of Fairy Tale with like the ice make magic. I would assume ice maker magic. That's kind of my thought, but I don't know. my memory of Avatar is a little lacking, so I'm talking through it. But yeah, so then we also have Prince Zuko, who's on their tail. We know he wants to redeem his honor somehow, some way. Which, like, good for him either way. Hope you find what you're looking for. But, like, you don't need to find honor. Like, you do what you do, and you just be a good person, live a good life. Like, don't go chasing somebody else's approval. It's not worth it. Though granted, it sounds like you are the prince of the Fire Nation, and Fire Nation seems very dangerous, so you probably do want that approval, because it sounds like bad things will happen if you don't. So maybe do chase that. Maybe you should. I don't know. Just live a good life. I don't know. But yeah, so this first part was very fun. Interesting. The penguin sledding was pretty adorable. There was a lot of good little jokes already thrown in. I feel like every character got their very defining traits out already. We have like Prince Zuko, who cares about his honor and being strong and getting the avatar and is very then we had his uncle, who's a bit more laid back. Then we have Katara, who's much more like motherly but still child. Sokka was much more kind of carefree, but does care. It's odd. I don't know how to describe Sokka's character yet. I might need to see a bit more, but he does seem like the comic relief at points. Like maybe the one that we point and laugh at a little bit. And then there's Aang, who is his trait is just kind of child. I guess I don't have a lot more there besides child. Not a bad thing, but that's kind of all I have to go off of. So I'm curious to start watching the second episode and kind of see how everything goes. So let's get started. I'm scared. I'm scared for like the people of this village. Like they've been through enough.
Some of the elders, go!
Now we could all be in danger.
Thank you, Gran. You're not wrong.
It's my fault.
Aha! The traitor confesses. Warriors away from the enemy. The foreigner is banished from our village.
Sokka, you're making a mistake.
No, I'm keeping my promise to Dad. I'm protecting you from threats like him.
Aww.
Aang's brought us something we haven't had in a long time. Fun.
Fun? We can't fight firebenders with fun.
You should try it sometime.
Get out of our village.
No, they shouldn't try fighting any firebenders. That's a bad idea, Aang.
Fine. Then I'm banished too.
Oh, girl. I told you literally 10 minutes ago, don't run off with a boy you don't know.
Would you really choose him over your tribe? Your own family?
No, actually, Katara, I guess Sokka was kind of like a jerk to you, so maybe I can't blame you for wanting to abandon your family a little bit right now. Maybe she's not entirely wrong for being a little rash. Like, if Sokka treats her that way every single day, I too would probably want to leave home as well.
Katara, I don't want to come between you and your family.
This is goodbye?
Thanks for penguin sledding with me.
Where will you go?
Guess I'll go back home and look for the airbenders. Wow, I haven't cleaned my room in 100 years. Not looking forward to that.
Aww, that was really cute.
Hey, don't go. I'll miss you.
I'll miss you too.
Oh, random little child, that was so cute.
You'll feel better after
You happy now? There goes my one chance at becoming a waterbender.
Oh, girl, do not sass your Gran. She is doing her best to protect you and everybody else. I don't need to hear that lip from you. Oh, look at Appa. I love Appa.
Yeah,
Appa's so cute.
I liked her too.
Uh-oh.
The village.
Uh-oh.
Appa, wait here.
Wait, you should bring Appa. Appa could probably be really helpful. Aww. I bet no one was here to teach him how to even do the warrior face paint. So that's actually really sad if you stop and think about it, because he didn't have like any males to like show him. So it's all off his own memory. Or maybe some of the women maybe knew because they had helped their husbands with it. So maybe there was someone to teach him. But he didn't have like a father figure to teach him. Aww. Oh, you are just like right and through. Bro, you're gonna mess up their home. That's probably what they want to do. I get that was the intent most likely, but just rude. Okay, he's good. You did your best, bud. Thank you.
He'd be about this age, master of all elements.
He'd be old and wrinkly like this person. Possibly pruning of the fingers, gray hair, tattered. Probably telling you a bunch of useless stories that you don't need to know.
Show no fear!
That's so cute.
Nope.
Oh. Well then. Hey, let's go. Boomerang. Oh, Aang.
Hey, Sokka.
Hi, Aang. Thanks for coming.
Oh boy, but now we're like trapped a bit. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, he'd be able to kind of blow snow.
You're the Avatar?
Aang?
No way.
It's cool to see how caring Aang is already for other people. I'm curious if it's just because he was a monk and trained by monks that he has that kind of empathicness to him, or is that just like a trait of the avatars that they are meant to care, like inherently meant to care about others and like peace, because that's who they are in this like reincarnation. But I don't know. I will be curious to see if we like learn more about the other avatars, if that's like a common thing, or if they each just have their own very distinct personality, and maybe some of them like don't actually care about bringing like peace and harmony to the world. It's just something that happens because of them. I don't know, because that's like their whole purpose for why they're brought back. So like there must be some inherent drive, or is it brought upon them? Because I'm trying to think of like Korra, and like Korra was like raised with purpose of being Avatar. So I don't know like how someone like Aang or like the others before that would have handled it and how that shaped them. So it's interesting. I like it. I'm thinking. Yeah, that is pretty
I've spent
wild.
years preparing for this encounter. Training, meditating. You're just a child.
Well, you're just a teenager.
He got you there, you know? You both are observant. That's pretty impressive. Oh.
If I go with you, will you promise to leave everyone alone?
No. I don't know if we make deals with him, though. I don't really trust him.
Don't worry, Katara. It'll be okay.
Oh.
Ugh! Take care of Appa for me until I get back.
Head a course to the Fire Nation. I'm going home.
Until I get back. Honey, you're not coming back. They're taking you to prison. Probably going to die. No, actually, they'll probably chain you up, because like the Avatar would just get reincarnated, right? That's how it happens. So like they're probably just gonna chain you up and leave you for the next 80 years of your life, because they probably want you alive to like do nefarious deeds, so you can't reincarnate. That's sad and very scary. Aang, don't get captured.
We have to go after that ship, Sokka. Aang saved our tribe. Now we have to save him.
Katara,
Why can't you realize that he's on our side?
Are you gonna talk all day, or are you coming with me?
Oh.
Sokka!
Get it. We're going to save your boyfriend.
He's not my...
Whatever.
What do you two think you're doing?
Been ratted out, boys.
You'll need these. You have a long journey ahead of you.
I knew I liked Gran. I told you.
Aang is the Avatar. He's the world's only chance. You both found him for a reason. Now your destinies are intertwined with his.
Oh.
Appa!
You just love taking me out of my comfort zone, don't you?
Yeah, that's so funny. Gran's awesome though. Oh, I told you all. She's a wise old lady. I believed in her.
So, I guess you never fought an airbender before. I bet I could take you both with my hands tied behind my back.
Silence.
Oh God. Yeah, he can. Dang. Do you? Oh, actually, I was gonna be like, do you need your staff? But yeah, he can fly with his staff, so he does need that.
What was it that kid said? Yeehaw, hop hop, wahoo, yip yip.
I love Appa's just literally cute. How can you not like Appa? Appa's just baby, a big cuddly baby. Hey, nice. I was gonna say you could have did that in one of the swords, but honestly, probably safer to do it on the helmet. Swords, they might be slashing your hands off.
My staff!
Looks like I underestimated you.
We need to stop falling for these traps, by the way. Is that open window or not? No. Oh, nice. The little ball is cute. Ooh. Oh. Nice. Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say, those would probably burn up real quick. It's so mean, but that's so funny. Just a whap. Like, oh, that would hurt so much. Like, that is just like a metal ship. Like, ow, dude. Oh gosh. Zuko is resilient. I would have been knocked out for hours if I took those hits.
Appa!
Oops.
Aang! No!
Need you to wake up, Bucko, and get back out there.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, that's sick. No, he's waterbending. Yo. That's so cool. Oh. You did good, bud. Get his staff thing, please, and thank you. Oh my god, that scared me. It actually legitimately scared me. What is with the poking in this show? I feel like we poke people a lot. Ooh. Oh, honey. You got this, girl. Hey, nice. You did it. Good work, Katara.
Just a guy with a boomerang. I didn't ask for all this flying and magic.
That's fair, yeah.
Dip.
But in a way, you did ask for for this because you did want to come. So actually you did. Didn't see that coming, did ya? Suck it! That's courtesy of the Water Tribe.
The Fire Nation's greatest threat is just a little kid.
That kid, Uncle, just did this. I won't underestimate him again. Take the ship out and follow them.
Aww.
As soon as you're done with that.
Maybe you could help. I don't know.
Why didn't you tell us you were the Avatar? Because I never wanted to be.
Oh, fair.
If we go to the North Pole, you can master waterbending.
We can learn it together.
And Sokka, I'm sure you'll get to knock some firebender heads on the way.
I'd like that. I'd really like that.
Then we're in this together.
Alright, but before I learn waterbending, we have some serious business to attend to. Here, we'll ride the hopping llamas. Then way over here, we'll surf on the backs of giant koi fish. Then back over here, we'll ride the hog monkeys.
Those don't sound like necessities of our trip, Aang. All right, and now we are done with the first 2 episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I can already say I really already am enjoying the show again. It really just gets you instantly like enthralled in our characters, the story. There's a lot of like mystery that's kind of cloaked in to kind of get you hooked. That's like, why are there no more airbenders? Why is he the last one? Where has he been for like the 100 years? We saw him kind of like fall into the water with Appa, freeze himself in there. It definitely makes you kind of stop and be like, what was happening with that? We also have the war going on, so we don't know anything about Katara and Sokka's dad and if he's even a good dad. It seems like he must have been because he's going and fighting. And from what we've kind of pieced together, Sokka mentions the fact that he's like, I promised Dad I would take care of you. And a bad father probably wouldn't make his son promise that. It sounds like he cares. Of course, yes, there's a little bit of the men protect, blah, blah, blah. But that's just kind of what they're doing. That is the culture, the tribe that seems to be an inherent, you know, water tribe type thing. Who's to say if other other country nations in the show also abide by those same ideologies, or if that's just a them thing. But it is interesting. And then we have no idea where their mom is. We just have Gran, who Gran is amazing. I love Gran. I hope we get to see Gran again. I know the whole point of this show is that we're traveling around learning the different elements, but I would like to see Gran again. Gran was awesome. She has a good head on her shoulders. She literally saw what her 2 little like grandchildren were up to no good, and she's like, they're gonna go after the Avatar. Well, at least let me pack them like a bag. Like, that's good. Like, she instantly like clocked them and was like, they're gonna go do this. They found him. This is their destiny. I can't fight it. I can't try to keep them because obviously this is what they're meant to do. And I love that. In a way, I really do love it. Like, she had her reservations at first, but then seeing that, she's like, this is your pilgrimage. This is your journey. You're right. You were meant to guide the Avatar. Like, I love that. Gran, best character so far. I'll say it. Gran, best character so far. She was there. She's in it. She was protective. And then the second she kind of pieced it all together, she's like, this is what we're doing. And like, I think she's actually justified because she saw how quickly Aang was willing to protect them. Like when he was doing his little whirly thing and he like saw that like, I'm endangering these people by doing this. He instantly stopped and he's like, if I come with you, will you not hurt them? And went away, protected them. And I think, you know, Gran was instantly be able to be like, they're right. He is the Avatar. He's caring. He tried to protect us. This is who the Avatar is. Avatar needs all the help he can get. I'm going to send them because obviously she cannot go. And, you know, like they're already there and working together. And Katara also has her own journey, which I think is interesting because she's also the last waterbender at this was the South Pole and the North Pole is the other one they're going to. I might be getting these mixed up. I'm so sorry. But which is also an interesting fact of why is she the last waterbender? Like what happened? We know like the Fire Nation has attacked, but I don't know like what happened with that. So that's another interesting, you know, tidbit that's out in the universe. I'm very curious to see kind of, it sounded like well, if you're asking Aang, we're going to like all these frivolous places that we don't need to. But I'm curious where they'll go first. Like, is our first objective getting to the north to learn waterbending? Like, it would make sense because power-wise, if I was like strategizing this as an intelligent human being and not based on like LOL, what's fun, it would probably be going to the north first. Because if you as Aang and Katara both learn waterbending, you will now have two excellent benders who can fight a bit better and use their bending more efficiently. But I don't know if that's the first place we're gonna end up going to on our little adventure. And of course, I love Appa. Appa's so cute, the little yip. It's so precious. Like, how can you not love Appa? Like, I just want to squeeze his big little floofy body. Like, he's adorable. And just the design is very fun. I think it's also made fun by the fact that, like, bison, at least where I'm from, are not a readily available animal. So there's just something endearing about having bison. Like, I know bison exist, don't get me wrong. But, like, something about it makes him a little bit more unique to me since there's not a lot of bison by me. So it kind of makes him feel a little bit more, like, mythical. Again, I know bison exist. I'm well aware of that. We just don't have them. If I go drive 6 hours away, then there's lots of bison. But where I live, there's none. Okay, I'm in the city. So they're more mythical to me. Like a zebra. Oh, but I really enjoyed watching this show. Again, I can't state enough. The music is just so handcrafted for the show that it really adds a lot to it. Like, it's not these like goofy like sound effects added in. It's very much like a like, it's so handcrafted. It's so good. Like, literally someone is sitting down watching this episode, like playing it out, crafting it, writing it down, going back, playing it. It's like, okay, so this picks up and then like, it's so good. Like, the music, I feel like, is very connected to like a scene or a shot. And I love that so much. And then I've also been made aware that the version on Netflix is actually enhanced from the original. Netflix, I guess, put in a lot of money when they got Avatar, or a bit after they got it, and it did so well, so they kind of gave it the retouch treatment, so things are a little bit more clear, a little less jittery from the cell frames, which I think is really cool. So I love that. It's kind of hard for me to remember what it had originally looked like when I watched it on TV because it's been so long ago, but as far as I could tell, it looks really great. Obviously, you know, it's not in the wider like 120 or 1280 to like 720p, but like, it looks good, honestly, you know? So I have to say, I had such a fun time getting to watch these 2 episodes with all of you. I hope you guys had so much fun as well. Please keep in mind, since we just started this show, to comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought, especially if you guys are also rewatching it with me. It's so much fun. But of course, please make sure to like this video. That way I know you guys are enjoying it just as much as me. And again, if enough of you guys are really loving these reactions and you want me to try to get through them maybe just a little bit faster, seeing those likes there, those comments really do help show to put a fire under me. And of course, if you really don't want to wait for more of my reactions, you can always check out my Patreon page. Link down in the description below. It really does help out the channel and help support me so that I can keep doing things like this with all of you. So thank you guys so very, very much. And again, go support the official release over on Netflix as well. So I will see you all next Tuesday for episode 3 of Avatar. We're going to be watching this every single Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Central Time. If it is not out at that time, it's because I probably posted something on a community post or copyright, which is always fun. So thank you guys so much for watching with me, and I'll see you all later.